Hi there again, everybody. It's Chang here again with yet another midweek review of our FA Cup fourth round encounter against Manchester City, as well as our weekend preview. This time it's going to be match week 10 against Aston Villa at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I am recording this on a Friday. Today is the 1st of November 2024, and it's 7:30 p.m. Local Asian time, which is about half to noon, I think, over there in Britain right now, because the clocks went back 1 hour last Sunday, I think. So to anyone who's watching this right now, please do share, like, and subscribe to Mr. Robbie's Lily White Lane channel. Let's help get this channel to 1,300 subscribers, preferably before the end of the calendar year 2024. But without further ado, that was a fantastic all-rounded team performance by the players on Wednesday night when they took on Manchester City at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The three noticeable changes that Big Ange made for the team that played Man City compared to the 11 that lost to Palace on Sunday at Selhurst Park by a goal to nil. The three players were Bissouma. Bissouma was taken off for Pepe Matar, which I thought was a good move, and it did lead to a goal for Spurs. And James Maddison was also dropped in favour of Dejan Kulusevski, who played the number 10 role, which I thought worked to perfection. He was such a joy to watch, both central and on the flanks, and that also worked to perfection for us, because if you saw the assist for Timo Werner's goal, what a run, what a cross, what a fantastic pinpoint cross for Werner to notch his first of hopefully many goals for the rest of the season. And the other one I think was Archie Gray. Archie Gray also got the nod ahead of Pedro Porro, which I thought was kind of strange given how I know we are kind of weak down the flanks, especially the fullbacks who get torn to shreds by teams who know how to expose very high forward running fullbacks. But fortunately enough, he was only culpable maybe for one goal on Wednesday nights, because again, that somehow or other we fail to pick up runners at the far post when it comes to defending when we are in the lead. So hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully that will not come to pass on Sunday, November the 3rd, 2024, when we take on Aston Villa at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which I have to comment a bit on their team that they put out on Wednesday as well, when they took on Crystal Palace, the team that beat us last Sunday. The team that Unai Emery put out against Crystal Palace, apart from, I think it's John McGinn. John McGinn was the only player that Unai Emery fielded against Bournemouth that they were able to secure a 1-1 draw last Saturday. Apart from John McGinn, it was a completely different starting 11 that lost to Palace by 1-2 on Wednesday, and this includes their goalkeeper, their Argentine World Cup winning goalkeeper, Emilio Martinez. He was not playing. Joe Gauchi, I hope I'm pronouncing his name correct. Joe Gauchi was in goal for them, and the same can be said for Pau Torres, Ezri Konsa, their fullbacks Matty Cash, Luka Dean, as well as their midfielders Amadou Onana and Yuri Tillemans, and their forwards as well, Morgan Rogers, Jacob Ramsey and Ollie Watkins. None of them were to be seen on Wednesday night when they lost to Crystal Palace, which means that they should be able to put out a full strength team this coming Sunday, with the exception of John McGinn, and having said that, they will have an extra day's rest as well, seeing as they played last Saturday compared to us when we played on Sunday against Palace at Selhurst Park. But despite this, I still am hoping, I really am hoping that this time, if Spurs do start with James Maddison, if we do start with James Maddison as a number 10, and we find ourselves either trailing or maybe still on level pegging by halftime, the same way as when we were still tied at 1 apiece against West Ham the previous weekend. I really do hope Big Ange makes that all-important substitution at halftime. If things aren't working out for James Maddison, please, for the love of God, take him off at halftime. Don't wait until the hour mark or anything beyond 60 minutes to take him off and bring in, say, a Pape Matar or a Bentancur or even Bissouma to try and shore up that midfield and get and throw bodies forward. If things aren't working out for James Maddison, I really do hope Dejan Kulusevski can be playing in that number 10 role. Put out Pape Matar again, if he doesn't start, that is. Bring him on, or even bring Bentancur on, depending on who is going to be playing the centre midfield roles on Sunday. Me personally, I would still stick with Bissouma and Kulusevski as our centre midfield pairing, assuming that is James Maddison is going to be a preferred attacking midfielder for us come Sunday. But if that's not working at halftime, as I mentioned, drop Maddison, push Kulusevski further up the field as our attacking midfielder, bring in either one of Bentancur or Pape Matar to partner Bissouma in centre midfield. And yeah, let's see about how well Dominic Solanke. Let's just see how well Dominic Solanke is going to be faring this coming Sunday, because unfortunately for him, he's not been able to score the last 2 games against Palace and also against City, although he did get chances. But unfortunately, we will have to wait to see if he can score this coming Sunday after the mini international break. And I really am also keeping my fingers crossed that we get Son Heung-min back in the starting 11 again, although I've yet to hear from Big Ange and also his pre-match conference interview before this Sunday. So fingers crossed that we get Son, because otherwise, if we don't get Son and we are still stuck with, say, having to gamble between either one of Timo Werner or Mikey Moore down that left-hand flank, I think it's going to be a lot more of the same from what happened last Sunday at Selhurst Park against Crystal Palace. So fingers crossed we get Captain Sonny back. And yeah, as for my prediction, I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Spurs. I really do hope we score more than a single goal at home, especially against top 4 fellow contenders Villa. We are only 5 points behind them in the league table. They are on 18, we are on 13, and if we do win this 6-pointer, then we will close the gap on them in the hunt for their 4th position by 2 points. But at this stage, I think anything is possible, which is why I'm still keeping a very open mind as to accepting the fact that we would, in all possibilities, still concede, even though we are at home. But fingers crossed we can keep another league clean sheet. Although with Big Ange and his tactics, I think that's going to be quite a big ask. But you never know. You never know if Christian Romero will finally turn up for us in the league this season. And I also am keeping my fingers crossed as well that Mickey Van der Ven will be fit, hopefully come Sunday, that his his hamstring or whatever that he pulled on Wednesday night against City isn't too serious. I really hoping that we will get Van der Ven and Romero, although having Dragushin at centre back pairing up with Romero isn't the worst possible thing. It's a lot better than having Ben Davies. No offense and no disrespect to Ben Davies, but yeah, I think a lot of us would definitely prefer Dragushin there in centre back. Other than that, I think it's pretty much the same starting 11 that started against Palace last Sunday. So with that, come on you Spurs, Keep the faith, everybody, in Big Ange, and up the lads.